I don't like that he's not voicing Mario in his own movie.
Oh, you saying Chris Martinet
Yeah,
or Charles Martinet?
I thought it was Chris.
Charles Martinet is the name of the guy who voices Mario in the actual games.
Yeah, I wanted him to be the voice actor for Mario and Luigi, but nope.
I don't know if he could have. I honestly don't know if Charles Martinet could have done it.
No?
He never does more than like a word at a time. I don't. Maybe he just couldn't actually deliver. Maybe they like tried to use him and he just like wasn't able to follow through or something. Who knows?
Very well could be.
Or maybe he didn't want the job. Maybe he didn't want the high profile like fame that came with voicing Mario during the movie.
That honestly could have been it, yeah. Because I always thought it'd be cool.
I guess Charles Martinet probably wouldn't sell movie tickets. You gotta have the voice of Mario be somebody that'll sell tickets, I guess. Because, you know, there's lots of gamers that will see the movie, but they're not trying to appeal to the gamers. They already know every gamer's gonna go watch the Mario movie. They're trying to appeal to all the casuals, all the parents that don't play the games. Like, why is the parent gonna go see it? But do parents like Chris Pratt, though? Like, that's the other question, I guess.
Let a parent actually go out of their way to watch a movie about Mario?
Are parents going out to watch Chris Pratt voiced movies?
Do parents go out at all?
Or do they just see Chris Pratt and they're like, oh, there must be a budget or something? I don't know.
Parents just secretly have a shrine to Chris Pratt, and that's the only time they go out.
Parents like Chris Pratt?
If they tell you they're going to a fancy restaurant, no, they're going to see Chris Pratt, I promise.
Because we in Park. Oh yeah, he was in Parks and Rec. That's true. He was in a pretty high-profile thing.
Oh, I hate this level.
Get me up to this. Get me in here.
Board
This
Bowser
started me
sub.
way too many tries.
I'm doing board Bowser sub. Ugh.
You know, I thought Chris Pratt was pretty attractive in the first Guardians of the Galaxy. I remember like being like kind of like a Star-Lord fanboy a little bit, low-key. I was like, okay, Star-Lord's out here. That was my first time ever seeing Chris Pratt was Guardians.
Was it really?
Yeah. I've never seen Parks and Rec.
So, who's your celebrity crush now?
My celebrity crush?
Yeah.
I don't really have a celebrity crush necessarily, but if I had to choose one, probably like... If I'm going off of like just attraction, I guess like Justin Bieber and Shawn Mendes energy.
Yeah. So...
I'm trying to think. There's not very many celebrities that I'm interested in, really.
Mine is Amy Lee from Evanescence.
Did she was my celebrity crush in junior high?
Was she really?
Yeah. My first YouTube account,
Yeah.
my second YouTube account was called Amy Lee Rules.
Oh, really?
Yeah. I was an Evanescence fanboy for a while.
Yeah.
I loved playing all their music because I played drums for a while, and that was like my favorite band to play along with drums.
Yeah. I love playing drums. My second celebrity crush should be Avril Lavigne.
It's a good choice as well. She's cool.
A third? I don't think I have a third.
I feel like most celebrities aren't actually that attractive, like a lot of the time,
Yeah.
or my type. And also, I'm not really that attracted to fame either, I guess.
Nah, no. Like, the reason why
I'm attracted to success, but not like fame.
Yeah, I can relate to that. Like, my thing is, I find attraction to Amy Lee because I just think she has a beautiful voice and she seems like she has a really nice personality, and which is what I like in girls anyway.
Yeah, she seems awesome. No, Rondo, fuck you, you little fucking bitch.
Okay, I
Bitch kitty.
actually don't remember the order of this. So that's concerning. Okay, that's not it either.
I think Zac Efron put on too much muscle mass.
Yeah.
He kind of scares me now.
Okay, so that's it. Okay, and then it's these ones. So I've played a lot of Mario 64, right? But one of the levels I have not played recently is this one. Specifically because I just don't like it.
Yeah, that one is a bit of a drag. You kind of get to it and you're like, ah, I have to do this level now?
Yeah.
Celebrity crushes Adam Lambert. Interesting thing about Adam Lambert is my YouTube network manager for like 3 years was Adam Lambert's brother, Neil Lambert.
What?
Yeah, he worked for Maker Studios, and yeah, he was the person who was our manager for Versus.
Oh, that's so cool.
Yeah. Oh wait, why did I go on this level? What the fuck?
So wait, you have 2 managers then?
I've had probably 3 or 4 different managers. My first partner manager, which was for the game station, his name was TJ Smith. He's a YouTuber himself to a certain degree. I don't know how active he is, but he does Twitch and stuff now. And then once it transformed to Maker Studios, then it was transferred to Neil Lambert, Adam Lambert's brother. He was really cool. Then I think I had a partner manager after that for like a couple months, but I can't remember who it was. Because then the network ended up kind of disbanding or changing because Disney ended up buying it. And then like ended up, and I just let my contract like run out because I didn't want to be a part of like Disney-owned Maker because freaking Disney, it's like money much.
Oh yeah.
So I didn't want to support Disney. So, you know, left to get out of the Disney contract, and I've been independent since.
That's pretty good actually.
Oh, I guess no. Wait, Versus ended up signing to what's the name of the network? Versus is a part of a different network actually.
Oh.
And it's still technically a part of it. Like the channel is still partnered with. Oh, fuck, they even sponsored Versus Expo. Why can't I remember this company's name?
Do you know if you've mentioned it in like recent past Versus? You can look at it later.
I can just look up my email after this. I have a bunch of emails with them.
Nice. So in this level, when you go through that tunnel, for me anyway, it seems like the frame rate drops. So I'm just gonna tell you that.
Feels like what made drops?
You know when you go through that tunnel in this level?
Oh yeah, that always happens.
Yeah.
It
Wait.
happens even when you play just the base game.
No. This is the only time I've had it. Okay, how do I... Oh, I am such a complete fucking dumbass.
Oh, I should have drained the moat. That's right.
I gotta wait. Okay, now I can go. But yeah, I definitely do think though that this verse is going well with crowd control. I think it's gone very well so far.
Except for the fact that you have more stars than me. That's not good.
Sounds like a you problem.
Rude.
Hey man.
Maybe if people weren't fucking targeting me with crowd control, I wouldn't have that problem.
Okay, it affects me too. Oh shit.
No! That was all me actually.
Wait, how am I supposed to get this without the pulse?
I don't think you're supposed to do that yet.
Pull jumping for red coins. Nani?
What in the fool?
I'm lost at this point. I don't know what to do. Maybe I gotta exit the level and restart. I would hate to do that though, because I hate going through that tunnel. I might have to though, because I can't. Okay, I'm gonna do that.
Did we get Vanish Cap yet?
No. Did you get it?
No. Ow.
Okay, so pull jumping for 8 red coins. Yeah, that should have the pulse. So why doesn't? I'm so confused.
Oh, you have to defeat Bowser to make the poles appear.
Damn. You shouldn't have told me that.
Chat said it.
Oh. Wait, you have to defeat Bowser.
He's saving all the sugar poles for himself right now.
How many ideas? What Jesse new project? Oh, for Jesse's new project? I don't know. I didn't fully finish his video. I don't know what his project is. But it'd be cool if it was like similar to the Devil Inside. I doubt it's gonna be that way though.
Who's Jesse?
McJuggernuggets.
McJuggernuggets. Who's McJuggernuggets?
Do you know the video of the dad smashing a kid's video games with the lawnmower?
No.
The videos, the Thanksgiving video where the kid threw a turkey at his dad and his dad flipped the table.
I know. I'm thinking of like Waffle. Is it Waffle Pone? Like the dude who like always freaks out.
Mm-mm.
I don't think I've watched whoever you're talking about. Abusive dad? Is that the energy? What it is?
It's not really abusive. It's just like he hates that this kid plays all like video games all the time, and he tries to destroy his video games so that way he can stop playing and go outside and do stuff and stuff instead of playing video games.
Ah, gotcha.
Okay, so I'm gonna try to fight
never heard
Bowser.
of him.
I'm gonna try to fight Bowser first and see if that brings the polls in, because I literally can't continue.
Watching the videos, does the kid play like so many video games to where you think the dad's justified?
So personally, I don't agree with destroying your kid's stuff in general.
Yeah, I agree. Definitely.
I think kids should definitely go outside more instead of just staying inside the house. But I definitely do not agree with destroying your kid's stuff. Because you're looking at your kid to literally hate you.
Oh, exactly. You literally make your kid lose like all respect in your like decision making, and then they just become rebellious instead of wanting to, or they have to become secretive with everything. It's like, you're not making me better, you're just making me more secretive.
Yeah. And there's like a debate on this too, like, oh, what if your kid destroys your stuff first? To me, that would be a problem, because I would not destroy my kid's stuff at all, even if they destroyed mine first. And the reason why I say that is because even though they started, it could be a war of things getting destroyed, and that's the last thing you'd want. So,
Parents don't always buy the things their kids own. That's not true. Kids can get presents, they can get gifts from friends, they can work and buy stuff themselves.
yeah,
They can get Christmas money and buy stuff.
yeah. From like age 17.
Parents don't own everything that a kid owns.
No. And from like age 17 up to now, I've majorly bought my own stuff.
Go! Ah!
But the reason why is because I hate when people buy stuff for me in general and give me money.
It's a hyperlink. The way you type about some of the stuff in chat seems like you've gone through some sort of like parental abuse and were taught to believe that it was normal that you went through that when it probably wasn't. And I'm not like assuming anything, but that's kind of the vibe you get sometimes. Or the way you seem to like defend bad parenting practices.
No, I was never taught that it was an okay thing. I just always believe, in my personal opinion, that for me, everyone's different, obviously. I liked buying my own stuff because it felt like since I bought it, it had value because I'm the one that bought it, not anyone else.
Fair, very true.
No, I would never. Sorry if I gave that vibe off. That's never something I would want to do. When I buy my own thing, I'm like happy with it, and it just has value to me.
What is bad parenting is subjective? I don't think it's completely subjective. I think there's definitely some objective sides to bad parenting. I think there's some certain things that are subjective, but I think you can be objective about some things. There's definitely some things that are considered black and white abuse, either physically, mentally, or psychologically.
Yeah.
You can't just be like, you can't defend all parenting practices. Well, oh, we just have a different opinion on parenting then. It's like,
Guess what? I
see
can.
where, I guess I'm going to the submarine first.
Yeah.
Ooh, the slowdown though.
I am having a tough time with this Bowser fight right now. It's like the pressure's on.
At least he's not invisible. That's always a plus.
Oh my god. Don't.
We all live on a Bowser submarine. A Bowser submarine. Bowser submarine.
I cannot. It's like the spikes are further than the first level, or the first Bowser mission. And I keep throwing him at an angle! Why? Bowser, you bitch. I have one task for you. Just do it. Just go to the ball. Come on, Bowser, you're Oh, he went invisible. That might actually be good for me, though. Alright, let's try now.
You don't want to do treasure chests? I think so.
please hit, please hit, please hit. Yes.
Okay, it's not that one. This one's. I hate how these chests aren't numbered or something. One by the clan first.
I got shot like 3 different times.
Yeah.
Got the key. We can go upstairs. But I still got
Just
one more.
realized we have the same amount now.
Fuck.
Don't want to do that one. As somebody who was spanked a lot as a kid, I can definitely concur that I think it is a bad parenting technique, and it made me dislike my parents and not respect them, and more afraid of them than actually learning how to be a good person. So I think it's a very immature parenting technique.
Yeah.
Maybe like I think there's like some certain instances where it might be okay to like swat, like in a certain like little situation, but like the act of using it consistently, I think is pretty bad.
Yeah. When I was a kid and I did something bad, like really bad, not just something that I could just get a simple yelling at and be done with it. I got spanked whenever I did something like majorly bad. Like I broke my dad's TV a long time ago, and he spanked me for it. And I was like, oh, okay.
I guess there's probably certain things, like certain behaviors maybe, that could justify it.
I don't know.
Like if it actually feels warranted, I think the worst times to do it is to do it in a time where the kid like disagrees with it.
Yeah.
And then it literally like where like you can't as a kid like mentally agree with their mode of thinking for doing it, and you just feel like it just feels like physical abuse.
How do we get on this topic anyway?
My opinion, spanking should only be used consensually by a loving sexual partner. There you go. That's what we're talking about.
Oh god.
That's on my 21 Savage shit right there.
I never actually listened to 21 Savage much.
Dude, 21 Savage is my fucking man. I love that guy. He's so funny. He has some of the funniest bars.
Yeah, growing up, I was never like a big rap person, so I never listened to much rap growing up.
Yeah, I didn't get into it until like college mostly. I think like had some gateway drugs, and then I don't know what eventually like made it click. I think Childish Gambino is honestly like what truly ended up being my gateway drug into loving rap and seeing like the true scope of possibilities and creativity with it.
Yeah. Like,
Can't be as funny as Dan Savage. Who's Dan Savage?
that was the same way with me with rock music. It was like a gateway.
Rock music's been a gateway for a lot of people to a lot of things.
Especially if you're depressed.
It's like kind of interesting. I haven't listened to as much rock music since I've like had more depression, and I think maybe that's a good thing.
Like, you feel like you've had less depression without listening to it, or?
No, I feel like I haven't gone back and listened to a lot of sad rock music since I've struggled with more of it in my life.
Oh. Huh.
I don't know if listening to like music about it, I guess it kind of makes you feel better about it, but also I'm afraid of becoming. I wonder if it's like a bad thing to become too articulate with your feelings and too like understanding of your own emotions. I wonder if you can become more depressed by knowing that you have depression and being able to articulate it and think about it more and develop on it.
So, with that type of situation, it's more just about how you feel with going on about it. Like,
He's written the Savage Love column for years now. Started out in The Onion with a sex advice called...
oh, I do not.
I'm not really sure what you're talking about. Oh wait, The Onion. I do know what. Yeah, I know what The Onion is. That's the satire news website. I haven't seen their website in a long time. I can only imagine the type of shit they're making nowadays. Oh fuck! I cannot believe I didn't get hit right there.
A band that I still want to see live is Breaking Benjamin.
I guess I do listen to a lot of depressing rap music. I listen to Juice WRLD, and that might be the most depressing shit in existence. Also, Blackberry. I love Blackberry, but his music is like the definition of depression.
Trying to remember.
All right, Bowser, fight number 2. Let's get it happening. Let's get it popping.
Okay. I am going upstairs.
But kind of what I meant by what I was saying earlier about like listening to old rap music or rock music is like back when I listened to lots of music like Disturbed, Breaking Benjamin, Evanescence, all like kind of the more like emotional music. I was not very like I didn't really know what they were singing about or hadn't really gone through much stuff. And I haven't gone back and like listened to it much since I've developed more emotionally. But like, I did listen to an Evanescence album recently, and I was like, holy shit, the message behind some of these songs like hits way harder once you're an adult and like have more emotions under your belt.
Yeah.
I'm trying to think. There's lots of like just depressing rock music that I could probably go back and listen to and like understand the meaning of the song way more than I ever did when I was a kid.
Like from 8th grade year up until like 2 years ago, I was obsessed with Nirvana. Hence, you know, the tribute band, I guess.
Yeah.
And then my friend introduced me to Seether, which is not really much different. And then I've been obsessed with them for about a year. Then my other buddy got me into Linkin Park, and I was like, well, I'm just going through an obsessed phase.
It happens.
Yeah.
You know the song with Seether and Amy Lee?
Broken.
Cause you're broken.
Yeah.
Oh, I love that one.
I actually have a friend named Kayla, and whenever I do Broken, like, she'll hear me do karaoke's of that song with other people. She'll be like, you're not supposed to do that song without me. I'm like, oh, fuck.
Is she a good singer?
Oh, she's amazing. But she doesn't push herself to get into music, which is really upsetting, because she could do really good in the music world.
That's how I feel about everybody I know that's like a really good singer. I feel like all of the like best singers have like no interest in being like an actual like artist, like musical artists.
Yeah.
And I'm like, why? Like, they just like they have great singing voices, but they don't have that like desire within them to like take it to anything.
I think a lot of that comes from nerves.
Maybe there is a lot to think about. It takes a very specific type of human to be able to be an artist as a career, I think.
Yeah. I can actually relate to that because back when I was younger, before I started my Nirvana tribute band, I was like, I don't see myself getting into that type of scene, like trying to make music and like cover music and whatnot. And then I did because my friends were like, oh, you should do it. You sound just like Kurt and blah, blah, blah. I'm like, okay.
How was the cover band concerts? Like, how'd they go for you?
They were really great. And so the funny thing is, I've had debates with people on this. The shows paid us whenever we played, and I was like, oh, okay, cool, we're getting paid for this. But my friends, they didn't see any cash when we got paid from on my end. They got cash, I didn't. And they're like, why didn't you get paid? I was like, I did. They're like, what'd you do with your money already? I said I gave it back.
Wait, why?
Cause I like playing music for people, and I don't really, I like to give back to the people that got us those gigs in the first place.
Oh damn, that's so like nice of you. I mean, I can definitely see that spirit within you based off of your generosity towards Subathon.
Yeah.
Which is definitely very, very appreciated. Thank you so much for supporting Subathon. And I mean, so much fun race. Like so far, this race is going so well. Like, I'm having a great time with these conversations.
Oh yeah, me too. 34 stars. And believe it or not, my band actually got into a newspaper once.
Oh hell yeah! What for?
So the newspaper article was to shout out our show that we were having.
Say that one more time. Sorry.
The interview to get into the paper was about a show that we were having coming up.
Oh, that's freaking dope. Did you think it helped the like amount of people come through it all?
Oh yeah.
Oh, for real? That's so sick.
It definitely helped. And this one guy, I don't know. I don't know if he was like super drunk or not. He just seemed like a really big fan of ours. But he came up to me and he was like, dude, I fucking love you, man. I'm like, thanks, I love you too. You know, just I wanted to be nice about it. And he's like, can I have one thing of yours? I said, what is it? He's like, can I have your set list with your name on it? I'm like, sure.
Aw, that's so cute.
So I put my name on it. I was like, do you want the rest of the band members' name? And he's like, no, it's okay, man. I appreciate it. I'm like, okay, have a good night.
Nothing. Oh no! Nothing more fun than a drunk fan, you know? Just like showing that, like, just like pure, wholesome drunk love energy.
Yeah.
I love drunk love sometimes, just like, because I become like way more complimentative and like loving when I'm drunk too. I don't give a fuck as much. I'm just like, I'm just gonna compliment people, and not give a shit. So I'm always like I always have like a lot of positive things I want to say to people, but at the same time I'm like, I feel like I'll come off weird if I like just say tons of positive shit to people. When I'm drunk, I don't give a fuck. I just let it all out, even if it is awkward.
I will say that is kind of the downside to like today's world, like where we want to compliment people, but some people, if you take compliments in a different way, they find it to be in a weird way. And it kind of sucks too, because I love giving compliments to people that I think deserve it. And then there's some people that'll be like, seems like you're taking this in a whole nother way. I'm just like, sorry, I like being nice to people. I don't know why it's so bad.
Yeah, but I guess it also comes down to like, sometimes even receiving compliments yourself can be like hard. Like, it's hard to take compliments sometimes, you know?
Yeah.
Like, and when it comes to like real life situations and whatnot, it's just like, okay, I don't know how to handle this energy. Thank you.
Yeah, I can definitely see that, because I can be that way too at times, where people will compliment me, and I was like, thanks, I think? I don't know. It's a weird thing in my opinion about all that.
Did they put the story of people's band gear getting stolen to a newspaper?
Yeah, they done that.
It's awkward getting it from patients. Are you a doctor, Corain?
Dr. Seuss. I forget what the shell is for.
I think another thing about compliments that like might make it awkward for people is usually the people who get like a lot of compliments are almost like probably over complimented, and they're just like, okay, like I get it, like I'm good looking or whatever. Mm-hmm. And then the people who don't understand that are the people who probably don't get as many compliments, so they're like, damn, I would love to be getting that many compliments. Why aren't they happy that they're getting those compliments when I would love that? Yeah. Just like when somebody gets a lot, they're just like overwhelmed by it.
Mm-hmm. People in my school were like that too. Like, I had some guy friends that were always like telling me about the girls that would talk to them or whatever, and I was like sitting in the background, I'm like, yeah, good for you. And then they'd be like, yeah, it can be annoying sometimes. I'm like, gee, so sad. I feel so bad for you.
I mean, it's kind of interesting how everyone's experience is different, and how sometimes the things that we want the most is something that somebody gets too much of and is like annoyed of and like doesn't want much of it all.
Yeah. Like, I had I'm gonna call him an acquaintance, because him and I weren't really friends. He was like, maybe if you change your hairstyle, maybe girls will talk to you more. I'm like, okay. So oh, you guys suck.
Oh, I got duped. Freaking duped.
But this dude, he told me that I should change my hair, like cut it in a different style, and I was like, okay, I'll try it. Yeah, no, it didn't make any difference at all.
That is so funny. There's a death hole. If you didn't get the red coins, it's like, all right, here you go. This is your only way out. Yeah, that is kind of like the boy versus girl memes, because yeah, usually guys don't get compliments very often, but girls usually get complimented typically too often.
Yeah. Girls get compliments.
I would say most people don't even like want a compliment per day. Like, a compliment per day is like too much. So if like multiple people give them a compliment in a day, it's just like, okay, I get it, like whatever.
Yeah. Like,
which girls definitely do get that sometimes.
Oh yeah. I don't mind compliments, but like, if people take it too far, like if they come at me randomly and tell me they love me, I'm gonna feel so awkward.
Bum, 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 bum. I love Snowman's Land. I don't know why. I think it's just because it's not very dangerous. There's no like pits to fall in.
Yeah.